Hey guys, Justin here. So today we're going to be discussing how to replace a RFID reader. An RFID reader is basically what sits on your wall right here. This is where customers place their cards so that they can pour beer. Typically, these go out. It happens. A good way to tell if it's not working is by simply placing your card on there, and if it's not reading, there's something wrong with your reader. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to replace the reader today, so let's go ahead and get into that. So the first step is to remove the set screws on each side. Now don't fully remove them, just loosen them up enough to where you can pop the front face off of this. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm just going to loosen the top here, and I'm going to loosen the other top. Now I don't have access to the bottom set screws here, so I won't have to unloosen them, but for you guys, more than likely you will need to. So if you pop it off, you'll see the RFID reader. So this is the magic of the system. This is what reads all the cards. So to replace this, it is super simple, guys. You're just going to take your 1.5 millimeter Allen, and you're going to place it on each side of the screen here. We're going to remove the screen. That's the only way to replace this reader, is by taking the screen off the wall. For some of you guys, it might be built into the screen, but for the most part, all of your guys' readers are located on the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the screen, pop the valves out because mine are too short, and I'm just going to disconnect the power to be safe. Disconnect the power. It's the red and black one right here. Please disconnect the power. Be safe when doing this, everybody. The next step is to actually disconnect the reader from the screen. So the way we're going to do that is just unplug it, and you're going to cut your bundle and free up this cable. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to be able to just simply pull this, and you're going to be able to pull it right through and pull it right on out. Your next step will be to then push the new cable right on through the hole and pull it right out of the wall, and you're going to connect it back to the screen. When connecting it to the screen, it's super important that when you plug it in where it goes, that you line up the colored cable on the RFID cable with the number 1 on the board. If you don't line that colored cable with that number 1, the screen will not power up. So it's super dire and super important to make sure that when you're plugging in your new RFID reader, to plug it in the proper way. Awesome, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get this thing powered back up as if I had just replaced it. I'm going to plug my little blue line, and I'm going to line it up with that number 1 on there. Super important. Please remember that. So now we can go ahead and connect the power back to the screen now that everything is back in it. Safely do that. And we're just going to go ahead and pop this back on the wall real quick. Super easy, super quick. This is the one of the easier PourMyBeer parts to remove, so I don't think you guys will have much issues with it at all. Screw this back on. Make sure you get the screen back onto the wall nice and tight. Make sure it doesn't fall off or anything like that. You want to make sure it's nice and secure. That way the next person using it doesn't break it. Get hurt. All right. Last but not least. Okay. Now, once you've successfully gotten your reader replaced, you can go ahead and place your little, push that piece in. Should stay in no problem. And then we're just going to go ahead and put our plate right back on the front of it, just like so. We're going to tighten up the top set screws on top, just like so. And that, my friends, is how you replace a PourMyBeer RFID reader.